What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery. We are back with another video, and today we're going to talk about how much I love anime. Okay? The title of it simply is I Love Anime. Let's jump into it. Out of all the visual media we have, I believe anime or animation, Japanese animation, is my absolute favorite. Now, I'm going to give you my top 5 anime cartoons. I don't know if it's going to be in order. I'll try to see if I keep it in order. If I stumble, don't worry about it. Let me give you a little reason why as to why I like them also. Number 5, I would have to say, it's not going to be any order. Not going to be in order. I'm just going to name my favorite 5. I can't do it in order. If I do it in order, I'll be here all day catching a headache trying to figure it out. Okay, number 5. Sorry about that, everybody. Pardon the interruption. Back to what I was saying. A top 5. No particular order. Alright? Cowboy Bebop. I love Cowboy Bebop. The story, the animation, the music. It has that literal space cowboy western feel to it. It's very the animation seems crisp, and it seems like a fast-paced adventure. It makes you feel like you actually want to be part of the crew. It's usually like 4 members plus a little dog. I can't remember. I forgot their names. Like Spike and all that. Yeah. It makes you wish that you can be on the missions with them. Love it. The music, love the music too. Animation is crisp. It reminds me of Ninja Scroll. That's actually another one. My 4th one that I love, Ninja Scroll. Excuse me. For those who haven't seen Ninja Scroll, you are missing out. Absolutely missing out. One of the best Japanese animation movies I've ever seen. The animation, the action, just that movie would be popular in any decade. If you were to re-release that movie this year, 2016, that movie would still hold up amongst any animation movies. Any of them. Rurouni Kenshin. I love the story behind it because I had the DVD where you actually had, it came out as a cartoon in America. A series in America. And it's pretty much a story about a samurai from Japan who used to be called the Manslayer, right? And he was a hired samurai during the warring periods. And once the warring periods ended, there was really no use for samurai anymore. And this is actually based off of real history, the time period in Japan where you had the end of the samurai and you had the gun was introduced. And when Great Britain came in and brought in their guns, you really didn't have any use for the sword anymore. For hundreds of years, the sword was law. The sword was key. Once the gun came in and the cannon came in, the sword became obsolete, and those who were samurais, and the word samurai means servant or to serve, the shogun or the head person. Once the gun came in, the samurai pretty much had no reason to serve. and the term is called Ronin. It's a masterless samurai. The samurai had no master to serve, so they just wandered. And this person, Rurouni Kenshin, was just became a hired sword, like a bodyguard, and he was notorious with his sword. So much so that when you hear his name, everyone's scattered. And that was the prequel. Then you had the animated series where he puts down killing. He no longer kills, and he has what's called a reverse blade sword, where the sword is on the opposite end, on the other side of the sword. You have the blade, and you have the thick part of the blade that usually is for blocking, and the sword is reversed, so he wouldn't be tempted to kill anymore. So, kind of like a three-part series. You had the prequel to how he became the Manslayer. Then you had the animated series. Then you had the ending, the epilogue, where he became sick and he wandered off. He had a family. He wandered off for a period of time, and after a long period of time, he came back, and it was a beautiful movie. If you ever could see, just get that movie. I can't remember that. Came in like a thick case, and I love that. Rurouni Kenshin, love that. Let's see. Samurai Champloo. Man, when I first saw when I first saw the very first episode, I knew, just from hearing the introduction, the intro music, just from the music alone when it first came on, I knew, oh yeah, I'm gonna love this, and I did. The music, it had a international underground feel to it. It sounded like the music that you used to hear from hip hop in the 80s and early 90s. But that music just traveled across the country into other countries like Japan and London, and has their own sound to it, their own distinct sound to it that they put onto it. And that's the soundtrack for Samurai Champloo. Just imagine hip hop and the samurai warrior coming together, and you have that. I love, 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 love that show. I mean, when we used to come on Cartoon Network, Toonami, like in the early 2000s, like late Saturday, like really late, like it was like every time for everybody to go to bed. I would wait for that cartoon to come on. I love that cartoon or anime series, whatever it's called. Let's see. What was that? 4? I think it was 4. I did. Cowboy Bebop, Rurouni Kenshin, Samurai Champloo, Ninja Scroll. Okay, one more. One more. Well, it's this of course the classic Dragon Ball. I don't think I need to go any further with that Dragon Ball, especially now since they come out with Dragon Ball Super. Really got my attention. Really got my attention. I remember watching Dragon Ball when it was Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball from the 80s and the 90s, because a lot of people don't know that cartoon is a lot older than people think. The cartoon actually came out on my birthday, February 26th, 1986. I was 3 years old. I literally turned 3 years old on the day that cartoon came out. That cartoon debuted February 26th. I was born February 26th. I was born in 1983. The cartoon came out in 1986. So that has a deeper meaning for me personally, because we literally share the same birthday. And I've been watching that. I can't even remember how long I've been watching that cartoon. And we won't talk about Dragon Ball GT. Self-explanatory. Let's just forget I even said that. But Dragon Ball Z, the movies that came out, And Dragon Ball Super, yeah. I would say if I would have guessed, it's probably some more, but if I would have guessed off the top of my head, my favorite five animations. Love them, love them, love them. And let's see, any more I can think of? No, that's actually all I can think of. So comment down below. Tell me what's your favorite animation series or movie, however you want to call it. Like, subscribe, and share it. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And I will see y'all later. Peace.